you conducted any studies?
Yes, I've conducted numerous studies on alcohol's effect on human behavior.
Have any of these studies been of particular interest to you?
Yes, all of my studies reflect my interest.
And have you ever testified in court before?
Objection, Your Honor. Leading question.
May I respond? I'm simply asking if she's testified in court before. I'm laying foundation to enter her as an expert witness.
The objection's overruled.
Would you like me to repeat the question?
Yes, I would.
Have you testified in court before?
Yes, I've testified multiple times in court.
And which side do you generally testify for?
The prosecution being as my research conducted allowing the prosecution for those cases.
Your Honor, at this time I ask that this witness be entered as an expert in the field of toxicology.
Counsel? It's listed in the stipulations, Your Honor. I have no objection.
Then that is so noted.
Are you currently involved in the case of the State of Independence versus Dustin Beaver?
Objection. Leading question.
May I respond? I'm simply asking if she's involved with the case here today.
May I respond, Your Honor? This question calls for a yes or no answer. I'd simply ask that she reword the question.
The objection is noted but overruled.
Can you restate the question?
Yes. Are you involved in the case of the State of Independence versus Dustin Beaver?
Yes, since being contacted by the Independent State Police, I've been involved with this case and recognizing the blood alcohol concentration at various times of the defendant, Dustin Beaver.
How did you get involved in this case?
I was contacted by the police and then later spoke with Detective Evans,
And what did you do after talking to Detective Evans?
I reviewed the affidavits of all people associated with this case, and I also reviewed the blood sample taken from Mr. Beaver at 3:45 a.m.
Now, moving on, how is alcohol absorbed into the body?
After being consumed, alcohol is absorbed through the intestines and stomach into the bloodstream.
And how is alcohol distributed throughout the body?
Once absorbed into the bloodstream, it's distributed.
Then how is the alcohol eliminated from the body?
Through urination and breathing.
What percentage do you use to determine the elimination rate?
There's a range of 0.015% to 0.017%. In this case, I used 0.017%, being as the defendant is a habitual drinker.
Your Honor, at this time I ask permission to approach the bench with what has been previously marked as Exhibit 1.
You may.
May I approach opposing counsel?
You may.
Let the record reflect I am showing opposing counsel what has been previously marked as Exhibit 1. May I approach the witness?
You may.
Let the record reflect I am showing the witness what has been previously marked as Exhibit 1. Ms. Storm, would you please identify this exhibit for us?
Yes, this is the blood alcohol concentration curve that I drawn up for Dustin Beaver that night of the accident.
At what time did Dustin Beaver have his last drink?
1:30 a.m.
At 2:20, did anything happen?
Yes, this is the time of the accident and coincidentally also the time that his blood alcohol concentration level peaked.
And at the time Dustin Beaver's blood alcohol sample was taken, what was it?
0.057%.
And according to your calculations, what would his blood alcohol content been at the time that he swerved?
0.085.
Now, moving on, what are some of the effects of alcohol that Dustin Beaver would have been experiencing?
Blurred vision, impaired judgment, and impaired motor functioning.
And what is the likelihood of somebody who has been drinking compared to somebody who has not been drinking to get into an accident?
6 times as likely at the level of 0.08 or above.
And what about at the level of 0.06?
2 times as likely.
And in your In your expert opinion, how much did Dustin Beaver have to drink this night?
6 beers and a moderate amount of champagne.
And did Dustin Beaver's friends notice any signs of intoxication?
Objection, Your Honor. Unfair extrapolation.
May I respond?
May.
This is an expert witness, and she has reviewed all of the affidavits of the witnesses, so she would know whether or not they had observed signs.
May I respond, Your Honor?
You may.
I don't recall in any of the witnesses' affidavits whether or not signs of intoxication were noticed. I don't think this witness has any information to go off of.
Can you state your question for me?
Would Dustin Beaver's friends have observed any signs of intoxication? And may I respond, Your Honor? In Lee Lincoln's affidavit, he does state whether or not they saw any signs of intoxication.
May I respond, Your Honor?
May.
In the Lincoln statement, it also says Dustin had drunk at least 12 beers, and this witness said he had 6.
And the question is, would the other individuals have observed signs of intoxication on Dustin Beaver?
Did they observe the signs?
Yes.
And then, counsel, you indicated that in whose affidavit does it reference signs of intoxication?
I believe it is in Lincoln's, but in not the exact